Good morning, YouTubers. This is Laura. So I didn't report yesterday. That was my P3 day 10, I think. Today I am 0.5 above my last dosage weight, so I'm stabilizing still pretty well. Last night I had some Melba toast and cheese. I really wasn't that hungry. I've been busy at work all day preparing for our meeting. They were here yesterday, so we had to go over and do a little bit. Today is our actual interviews, and I'll be supporting that. So I was just really busy, got home late. I stopped by the store last night to look for a power outfit. I really didn't find one, and my issue was I couldn't find my black skirt that went with my blazer. And so yesterday I wore kind of a peach color, and today, this morning, because even last night I still couldn't find it, I found it. It was mixed in with my size large shirts. Now typically I'm pretty organized in my closet, like my sizes are aligned, my colors are aligned, and my pants hang over here on this low bar, my jackets hang up over here on this high bar, and my skirts usually are on the back side. So I couldn't figure out what I had done with it, and I had recently, about 3 months ago, went into my closet and pulled out a bunch of clothes that I couldn't wear, and I thought, dang, maybe I put it in the box for when I could wear it, or I thought I could wear it. Anyways, miraculously this morning I found it, so I went with my first choice for my first outfit, you know, which is, it's a calf length pencil skirt. So it's not a full length, but it's a 3/4 length. It's just more appropriate for when you're sitting in an open conference table area. You know, yesterday it was a knee length pencil skirt, and those just to me are not always appropriate because they creep up, and at this level it just doesn't seem right. But it doesn't seem right to wear just a pantsuit either. I mean, they're okay, but it's a little bit more my old-fashioned professional opinion for a woman to wear a skirt for these types of meetings. I mean, day-to-day regular meetings at work, you know, even though they might be with senior management, it's okay to wear, you know, pants and slacks and, you know, maybe a pantsuit, but not for these types of cabinet. They're congressional meetings, so I just feel like it's just more professional. Anyways, I feel good today. Yesterday, I got all kinds of compliments about how nice I looked, because I don't normally wear skirts to work, but I work in the functional. I don't work up in the corporate. My boss actually has nicknamed it the Power Tower. And you have to understand, we have 4,000 people. It's a smaller community, so we're spread out. We have a construction site that is huge. It's like, I don't know, 100 acres and 4 football-sized buildings being built. So then there's the functions, which are spread out within, typically, it's about an 8-mile radius where we're all co-located depending on which building we're working at. We used to be functionally co-located, but they've decided that maybe it would be better to co-locate us depending on which building, because each one has a different nuclear classification and radiological classification, so the requirements are a little bit different. Anyways, it's probably more than you guys ever want to know. So anyways, I feel good today. My only issue was yesterday I have this one gentleman that I struggle with because he's a snake. And I literally mean there's just those people out there that are snakes. And this guy just likes to act like he's busy as heck and he's so important. And I've worked at this project for 8 years, so my boss has only been there two and a half. Anyways, our group we merged with this other group, and their boss recently resigned. It was a woman, and she had had enough. And so this group of people, which do what I do, are really insecure. They're really worried because I'm known as a subject matter expert. They're not, so they're really worried about their positions. And when my boss announced that we were going to do this, my first thing I told him was, I went into his office, I shut the door, and I says, I want you to know I will no longer work for you if you keep this particular person as a lead. I said he's a snake. I don't think I told him he was a snake. I said that he acts like he does all the work, but he goes back and he divvies it out to all of his people, and he manipulates people into doing his work, and then he takes the credit for himself. And I says, I don't work well with people like that, so I'm just telling you that if you want to keep me as an employee, don't make him the lead. Because he was always kind of a lead in the area, but that's just because he acted like it. So anyways, back to the reason why I gave a little bit of background. He came up to me, got like right here in my face as I was writing an email, and we sit kind of kitty corner in our little 4x5 cubes, and they set our computer stations up in the corner, and we have triple monitors. And I was over on this monitor over here, and I was getting ready to write an email, and he whispers to me, he goes, I just want to tell you, you look exceptionally beautiful, or exceptionally nice today. I turned around, looked at him, and said, okay, thanks. And it probably had a worse look than that on my face, because all I could think of is, and you had to get this close to me to tell me this? And what the hell? Are you saying I don't look good every day? So he went and told my boss. He oh, stop it. He likes to tell my boss that he's trying to work with me and he's trying to team, and he just doesn't understand me, and he doesn't think that it went over well when he told me that I looked exceptionally nice today. And I looked at my boss, I shut this door, and I says, look, Bob, I says, the man got within a foot of my face, told me that I looked exceptionally nice, and I was right in the middle of writing an email. And I says, it was way inappropriate for him to get in my personal space and interrupt me just to tell me that. I says, you know, Bob, he says, well, Lord, do you think maybe you just get a little defensive when he comes around? I says, you know, he says, Tim's trying and he just doesn't know how to take you. I says, well, yeah. I says, that's because I'm the complete opposite of a subservient worker. I says, and that's all he has around him, and that's all he ever wants to work for him is subservient, and I am by far not subservient. And I says, of course he doesn't know how to work with me. But Bob, you have to understand, I've been on this project 8 years. I've been on special teams with him. I've been in special projects with him. And so this isn't our first teaming experience. So I don't believe that he doesn't know me and he doesn't know how to team with me. I believe he doesn't know how to handle an outgoing, assertive person, let alone an outgoing woman. Because I ain't shy. That's why I don't get myself into trouble, but I wind up on a lot of special projects because I don't know how to just sit back and keep my mouth shut. But Anyways, P3's going good. I'm getting excited to load this weekend. You know, looking for clothes to wear in my closet. I was getting excited for, you know, changing up from a 18, 16 back into my 12s, 14s. I have a plethora of clothes in those sizes, and I've decided that with all the hoopla at work about me wearing blazers and looking nice, that, well, guess what? Laura's going to start doing that. It doesn't matter that I'm down at the functional level working in the line and I'm not up at the power tower. I am going to start wearing more professional attire. Not that I don't wear professional attire, because I wear casual professional, but I think I'm just going to throw on more of the professional side, which is adding a blazer. It's amazing what adding a suit or just a blazer to the outfit does for bringing it up a next notch. Because, you know, I've heard many a times that you should dress for the position that you're working towards, and maybe that's what I need. Even though I don't really want to work with cruddy people, and if I became a lead, that's what I'd have to do. But maybe that's the next step, because that's what my boss is coaching me for. That's why he talks so much about the workers, and that I need to try to find something in their heart and try to see where their heart's coming at. And, you know, you can either lead by being forceful and telling people that they have to comply, or you can make them want to comply with you and be a true leader and have them willing to follow you into battle. You got to realize I work with a bunch of ex-Navy nukes, and most of them, you know, are commanding officers. Some of them, you know, have been at the line. Anyways, I've talked too long. Talk to you guys later.